Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I am going to drive you through the horror show of Morden Test Center, and it's a Halloween special for a reason, and I'll explain that shortly. Today I'm going to drive you through some horrific hot spots in Morden Test Center. As you can see, there's a 30 sign on my left hand side. That means there's a 30 speed limit from here on. Now I would like you to pay attention ahead and look at the poor road marking, which forces people to go onto the wrong hand side of the road. The examiner might ask you to turn right onto the dual carriageway. So across the road, the blue sign is of dual carriageway. Look at the oncoming car, he's completely on the wrong hand side of the road. What you do is, if you look at the road markings, they're quite fade. So this is exactly what normally people do here as well. What you have to do is you have to go onto the left hand side first. I'm quite happy that I caught the oncoming traffic doing this. So imagine if I was going there and I need to go there and then there, I would have had a collision around here with that oncoming white car. So this is my side of the road, the other side is his side of the road. So this is one of the bad things on the Morden Test Center. So you have to be very careful, which is poor road markings. Now this is green lane, and I'll explain it to you shortly, how this contributes towards you getting marked down. If you see, this road is 20 further down, but what I'll do is I'll take a left turn here onto the love lane. Now the love lane itself isn't lovely because it has its own flaws, which is certainly down to the local council and the highway maintenance, whoever. So we're gonna turn right here. I'll wait here to turn right again onto the dual carriageway. Now you will possibly be brought down this road. If you see, the speed sign on my right hand side is placed quite low, which is 30. Now a lot of people would say, okay, it's 30. It's only 30 for turning right. So that's, now the second sign I see is on the left hand side, placed right on the top. So normally a person wouldn't pay attention to it. Across the road is 20 again, and it's a very fade sign. So once you've seen 30, you're like, you know what, I've just seen 30, so may as well be 30. But what you do is, it's 30 for only turning right. But when you go straight over or turn left from that junction, it's 20. So this is where a lot of people get it wrong, or they continue to do 20 turning right. Right, I'm back onto the love lane, and again the 30 sign on my right hand side. On this occasion I am going to turn left. So from here, as a driver, as a learner, I would assume it's 30 from here on, but I don't know if the camera is going to catch, so I'm going to turn left on this occasion. Earlier I went straight ahead. And did you notice any 20 sign? I don't know if the camera caught it, but from here I will assume, okay, let's do 30 here, and you have certainly exceeded the speed limit here because there's no repeated 20 sign. There's one placed 50 meters above the ground. No one's ever gonna see that one. So I don't know, this is a proper horror show in Morden Test Center. Now I'm gonna pause the video here, and about 400 yards further down I'll show another poor road marking, which leads people to cut the corners or end up on the wrong hand side of the road. So I've spotted a hazard, I'll let them go. Okay. Now we all saw that white car going on the wrong hand side of the road. He can be blamed for it, but on this occasion I'm going to do exactly the same thing, and I'm going to turn right. Now the road markings are extremely poor, so it will force me to cut the corners. However, I'm going to slow myself down. Because of my local knowledge, I'm not going to cut the corner. I'm going to stay on my side, and I'm going to stop here because I'm going to have to wait for the traffic coming from my left hand side. In one of the test videos you may have seen that in the very first one I was about to have a collision here because the guy did not see the road markings. Don't skip the video because I'm gonna go around this little loop and gonna go back there and show you from a different direction. So this is Halloween special, so I want to make sure I'll show you some scary bits about Morden Test Center and its flaws, its poor road markings and poor sign placement. Okay, we're back there. On this occasion I'm gonna turn right, so I indicate here. Again, the road markings are very fade, so what people do is they start cutting corners. Now here is a very important thing, which is the speed limit change. Now the speed limit change, my right hand side 30 sign and the left hand side 30 sign is obstructed by this. Once people are there, they're more looking at the traffic light, they're not paying attention to the speed signs here because they haven't been placed in a perfect position. So I've known a lot of learners started doing 20 around this. Now this is a 30 zone, but there's no repeater sign because 30. There would only be a 30 sign again if there's a speed camera. That's because that's required by law. However, if it's a 30 zone, you're only gonna rely either on the street lamps. If there's street lamp and no signage, then it's 30, or you're gonna have to pay attention when it initially changes from a different speed limit to 30.